Welcome back. Joining us in the studio this week, we have a very special guest. It's our honor to have with us the mayor of Shadyside, Mr. Mohan Grover. Mohan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Very good. Now talk to us about the title Mayor of Shadyside. How did this come about?
Did you win an election?
Did you win a pageant?
It's not an appointed position or a elected position. It's just how people, after a few years of moving there in 1974, started to say the word, and then it spread out. And then finally in 1999, they had a roast and toast function on May the 1st, 1999, and roasting and toasting Mohan Grover, the mayor of Shadyside.
Mayor
So I
of
was
Shadyside.
very humbled, and when those things happen, you don't tell everybody why you called me mayor or something, or don't ask that. I kind of humbly accepted the title.
It's good to be mayor.
It's well deserved.
Well deserved.
Thank you.
Mohan is not gonna. He is a humble guy. He's not gonna say it, but the reason why he earned that title is because he's involved in everything in Shadyside. If you ever go to a community event, any kind of event in Shadyside, Mohan is there, and he's usually doing all the heavy lifting to get it organized and raise money and all kinds of charity events and
Doing
things
the
like
mayor stuff.
that. Exactly what a mayor would do.
Exactly what a mayor would do.
Thank you.
Now, how long have you been living in Shadyside? Why did you move there in the first place?
We moved to Shadyside because part of it was business. The store Reynolds was for sale, and we bought it. And after living there a few months, and I used to live in Silver Spring, and one day it took me 2 hours to get there in the morning. I said, this is about time to move here.
Time to
You
move.
can't work 12, 13 hours a day and travel
No.
travel 2 or 3 hours.
Do you
No.
remember what year this was? When
1974.
1970.
So hold on.
January the 10th, that's when we took over the store.
But you don't. We're missing something here because the store becomes available in 1974. You live in Silver Spring. Was it listed in the paper or something? Or I mean, how did?
Actually, my brother, younger brother, who was also looking for business, he came around and told me that this place was for sale, and then we went and checked it out and decided to buy it.
Did it help any that it was on the water or near the water?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yeah. Nice, quiet community, very serene, you know.
So we're settling a decades-long conversation about this place today. It's not Reno's, it's Reynolds.
Sure, it's Reynolds.
Reynolds.
Correct pronunciation is Reynolds with 2 N's.
And what kinds of things do we find at Reynolds?
We are basically one-stop shop. We have groceries, beer, wine, liquor, fresh meats and produce. We have a full-time butcher who's been there longer than I have been there.
Oh.
I've been there only 42 years.
You're the young guy.
You're the
He's been there longer than I. His name is Cordial Salisbury, and he's known very well in the community.
Absolutely.
assistant mayor.
Now, why didn't you name the store Grover's?
I didn't want to change that. A lot of people have asked me, and I said, well, this has been there, and why should I change the name?
So the store goes back.
1954 was
wow.
the previous owner.
Oh, okay.
And the owner before him was Ralph Reynolds. That's where the name came from, Ralph
Reynolds.
Reynolds. So the previous owner, Abe Krisoff, he bought it from him, that'd be 74, so 50, 54, 55, something like that. He bought it from there, and he kept the name for 18 years, and then he sold to me and my brother, 1974, and we kept the same name.
I didn't realize it'd been there that long.
Hopefully another 50 years.
Yeah.
Been there 42 years now.
Well, we were talking off camera. One thing that has always stood out to me about Shadyside, besides the fact that it's a beautiful place and like you said, it's such a quiet you know,
Serene.
like so much Serene, like so many places in Anne Arundel County, it started out as sort of a vacation, you know, beach cottage type town, and has evolved over time. But I was always struck whenever we had an event down there, how diverse the community is and how tight knit everyone is. You don't see the sort of divisions that, you know, you see other places. What do you attribute that to?
Part of it is because a lot of those families been there for years. They know each other as Scotty or Buddy or anything like that, rather than he's white and I'm black or anything like that. They have worked together. Those families been there for years, and those houses, which have become homes, have been lived there for a while with the same people.
And originally it was maybe a lot of vacationers and then a lot of watermen, right? Those two communities.
Watermen we still have,
Of course.
and since we are close to the water, and there's a lot of those people, that's the only living arrangement they have. But they do know when the crabbing and other season goes out, they can do other things to make a living.
Well, something that you always have your name tagged with, there's so much philanthropic effort that comes out of Shadyside for those who are in need. We talked about Shadyside, Ohio, and Flint, Michigan. Can you talk a bit about the efforts that you help lead in those two?
In Shadyside, Ohio, I don't remember how many years it's been there, but we seen a small town with name Shadyside got devastated in a few seconds. Water came in up from the mountains and destroyed. It's like this house is sitting tight and the one next to it is gone, swiped. Within a few seconds, the whole town was wiped. So we got together with a few people, and I put a small jar in there. Our jar's been very famous for little efforts of service to the community. And then at that time it was Smith Building Supply. He gave us some building material and couple trucks and drivers. We took that. We collected some furniture, clothing, water, money, and got some food from some places too, and it was televised. That was very
That's
touching,
amazing.
very touching, and we
From one Shadyside
liked
to
it.
another.
It's a great
And then
community.
more recently, Flint,
more
Michigan.
recently for Flint, Michigan, our Reverend from St. Matthew's Church, Reverend Roberta Matthews, she got involved with this younger group in Annapolis, and we geared up some plan, and they collected some cases of water, and with Christopher's owner, Dean, and we put together, we sent out 510 cases of water.
510 cases.
That's
510 from us, and that group here, I'm at a loss at this time to know the name of the group. They collected another 300-400 cases, so actually I think we took about 900 some cases.
That's great.
I'll be sending you some email as I get it from them, so you can
Okay.
post those pictures.
Well, we need to make sure people know, Kristen, if you haven't been to Shadyside,
Go.
the weather is getting to the point where it's the perfect time to go. Go down, check out Discovery Village.
Stop by Renos.
Stop by Renos and say hello to Mohan.
Yep.
And I'm sure you have some suggestions. You're a good tour guide. If anyone's coming down to visit, you can tell them where to go. And,
Well, we have Discovery Village, also Captain Avery Museum.
Yep.
And this weekend, we have an open house at our,
Oh, and the community center as well is a beautiful.
Right.
oh yes, the Cedarhurst Community Center
Yes.
is very good. Also, our community center, which used to be called Kiwanis Club, handles all those events. And sometimes for good worthy causes, they let us use it for free. The Boy Scouts.
That's the one on the water, on the raised up one, right?
No, that's Cedarhurst Community
That's
Hall.
Cedarhurst.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this Kiwanis Club previously called as, so it's called Shadyside Community Center now.
Right.
And we host Boy Scouts and other events that they don't charge us.
Well, lots
And
going on.
incidentally, this weekend on 14th Saturday, we have Shrimp Feast going on there for
love
about
shrimp.
$25.
Very good.
Ooh.
Lots going on at Shady Side. Make sure you get down there and check it out. Thank you so much for coming on our show,
Oh, thank you
Mayor
for the invite.
Grover, for being here today, sharing some tidbits about Shady Side I didn't know about, you didn't know about,
Thank you.
and also for all of your philanthropic efforts.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll be
Thank
right
you.
back with more Week in Review right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Thank you.